Hi viewers, and welcome to sikatvdirector. Tonight we're going to be talking about marriage. Tonight's program is called Divorce Line or Marriage Line. I'm your host, Daniel Asante. We're here to talk about the rate at which divorce is been going on, the highest rate of divorce going on in this country these days. Talk about the causes and the reasons why this stuff has been going on all this while. We need to talk about it because it's becoming a problem among Ghanaian and African communities. A friend of mine just wrote me a letter asking me why this stuff has been going on. First of all, the foundation on which most of our relationships or marriages are being built on, they're not solid foundations. Before you get into this relationship or into marriage, we need to make sure that the person, being the woman or the husband or the husband, we need to go through a whole lot of research and get to know each other very well before we get into it. Don't just look at the person's appearance or beauty, or maybe she gets some beauty or booty, some big ass. So just based on that and just marry the person. Or maybe the person gets some nice house or good job, or maybe the man gets good credit and good job or stuff like that. Marriage is a sacred institution. And we all know that in every institution we get some department. So you make sure that you explore in all this department, if not all, at least 80% or 90% of this department, you go there and see if everything's all right. Don't just base your judgment on just one department. Maybe like the person is pretty, or she can just dress good, or he get good job or stuff like that. So tonight I'm here to talk to you about how we can avoid this kind of stuff, or how we can minimize this kind of rate at which divorce is just moving or heading. It's very, very upsetting and something to talk about. We can't just leave it like that, you know. And sometimes when we have kids involved, their lifestyle, their life gets even affected by this kind of divorce process or these divorce issues. So just thank you so much for joining me tonight to talk about this issue. So why we do all this? One, please, whenever we meet somebody, we want to just be with that person. Let's conduct our personal research or investigations about the person's life. Or let's ask ourselves, why do we like this person? What does this person got? Or what is he or he going to bring to the table to let's have the very good or healthy relationship? Think about all this. Two, how does this person handle stress? We all know in this country or any foreign country that we are right now, the US, most in Germany, London, all these places, anyone who is out of Ghana, we know the stress level, the stress. How does he or she handle stress? When we get involved in the relationship or marriage, you say to each other, for better, for worse, for poorest or for richest or something like that. So when there is stress, when there is some shortfalls, how is both of you or each, going to handle situations? Most people cannot handle stuff. They just leave you like that, alone. They just let you carry stuff. Or they leave you alone. They just leave you. They just run away because they can't handle stuff. You need to put your spouse or your girlfriend or whoever you want to just marry into this kind of test and see how he or she will handle stress. A couple just wrote me a letter last week telling me that they had a very healthy relationship from the beginning. At one point, the husband suggested that they need to buy a house, which to me was a very good idea. And after about some months, the housing business was so down like that, and the value of that house was so low, just went down. They couldn't sell a house, their mortgage rate or amount was so high, and their job wasn't even good enough to just cater for this kind of stuff. So there was a problem. Here's the case that the better for worse comes in. This is the worst situation. So if you really want to just stick to the vow you made when you were being just wedded or something, you just stick to that. That's the worst part of your life or your relationship or the marriage. You guys need to just sit down and resolve issues by yourselves. No second party or third party can help you guys. Life is about you and your family. So what I'm saying is, the whole lot of stuff will come along as you guys move on. It's a very long journey. So please, if you're watching right now in a relationship which is really a very crooked relationship or marriage, don't look nowhere else. Make sure that you work on that department, the stress department. You just work it out and just improve it to maintain your marriage. We're going to go for a commercial break, and when we come back, we have a lot to talk about on the marriage department. Marriage get a whole lot of department, which every department needs to be taken care of as supposed to. We're going to be talking about sex department. It's going to be interesting. So stay tuned, don't go nowhere, and I have a lot for you on that. Stay tuned after this commercial break. We'll talk more about this marriage line.